Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamakua Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and today we are putting in another video for the Mrs. Wages Week collaboration. Make sure you head on over to all the other channels to get all of their amazing recipes as well. Those channels are Sutton's Days, Pike Creek Farm, Linda's Prepper Potpourri. Those channels are Tulilu Creates, Fermented Homestead, Linda's Pantry, Sutton's Days, Prepper Potpourri, and Pike Creek Farm. Did I do it? Did I do it? And there is going to be a giveaway at the end of the week. So make sure that you go find all of those really cool recipes, make a comment down below, and that's an entry to win a prize. For today's video, we are making Mrs. Wages pasta sauce. This should make about 5 pints. You're gonna need about 6 pounds of tomatoes, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and one of these bad boys. After you have thoroughly washed your tomatoes, you're gonna go ahead and scald them in scald them in hot water for about 3 minutes. Then after that 3 minutes is up, go ahead and dip them into a bath of cold water. Cut out the cores. Remove the skins. And then puree your tomatoes. You can do this in a blender or a food processor. We're gonna go ahead and do it in a food processor today. If you are using canned tomatoes, drain the liquid. Put all of your ingredients into a large pot together, your tomatoes, sugar, and your packet. After it comes to a boil, reduce the heat and let simmer for about 25 minutes. While you're waiting for your sauce to come up to a boil, go ahead and get your water bath canner ready to get that started heating up so that you're putting hot jars into a hot canner. Our timer just went off. We've been simmering for about 25 minutes, so let's go ahead and get our jars filled up. You want to go ahead and be at a 1 inch of headspace for this recipe. Debubble your jars. Well, I definitely don't have a full 5 jars, but that's okay. We'll just put that in the fridge, but there is enough for a taste test. Put that on my spaghetti any day. That is super yummy. I can imagine how it would be, especially if you put like ground pork or ground lamb in there. Oh, yes. Well, I'm not sure what happened. It was probably the kind of tomatoes I got or the size they were or how much water they had in them. I'm not sure. But so we ended up with 4 full jars and we're gonna go ahead and get those buttoned up and ready for the canner. Make sure you clean the rims of your jars really well. You don't want any of that sugar or bits of tomato or bits of the spices getting in the way. I am using white distilled vinegar to make sure that it cuts through any of the sugar or anything else that's left on the rims. Go ahead and place your lids. Get your rings on there, fingertip tight. Don't go trying to force it or anything. Our water is nice and hot, so we're gonna go ahead and put these right in there. Doesn't say. Just make sure you have plenty of water exceeding the lid of your jars, and go ahead and set your timer for 40 minutes. After it is at a complete rolling boil. Our timer just went off, so we can just go ahead and turn off our heat, take the lid off, and then go ahead and wait 10 minutes or so before you remove the jars from the canner. Well, that's all there is to it. Now we have these 4 beautiful jars of pasta sauce jarred up and ready to go on the pantry shelf. I hope that this encourages you guys to go ahead and try out Mrs. Wages as well. And don't forget to go ahead and go check out all the other videos in this collaboration. Comment on all the videos so that you can win a prize at the end of the week. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Hamakua Homestead. I'll see you again soon.